Go Cool Vlog says, hi, Colin. I have been doing YouTube videos since 2013, but I just have below 1K subs. Any idea, sir? Watching from Canada, originally from Bhutan. So if you've been doing videos since 2013, ultimately, I wish I could pull up I could technically share my screen and pull up your channel. We could take a look at that. I'm just not ready to do that whole thing yet. Eventually I'll be able to. But if just by guessing from your channel, all right, so take that with a grain of salt. Go Cool Vlogs. You're probably a vlogging channel. At the end of the day, and I've said this before on the stream, I'm sorry if it's repetitive. The goal of YouTube is to get people to click, watch till the end, and watch another one of your videos. So the spot you probably want to start is looking at your videos and those analytics and seeing what those are like. So it could be, what it could be is when you go to your YouTube analytics, look at the impressions. Impressions are basically how many people saw your thumbnail and title. And then your click-through rate is how many people clicked as a result of seeing your thumbnail and your title. If you have a lot of impressions, but like no click-through rate, it means your thumbnail, your title, or even maybe your topic is not interesting enough. See, a lot of people think, okay, if I just get enough keywords in there in the title and I make the thumbnail real interesting, boom, people are going to watch. But that's not always the case. What if your topic's boring? What if you could have the best title with keywords on how to repair a puppet and a nice thumbnail that's really bright and colorful that kind of shows repairing a puppet. But if there's not a lot of people interested in the topic of repairing puppets, your video is just not going to perform. It's just not a good topic. It's not something interesting. It doesn't appeal to a broad enough audience. So something you have to be careful of with vlogs is what is that title? What is that thumbnail? And if it's actually interesting. And YouTube will tell you in their analytics if it's actually interesting or not. They'll say, hey, look, the click-through rate is 1% or 0.5. But impressions-wise, we showed this to 100 people, 500 people, 1,000, and no one clicked. No one clicked. Something I have seen that other vloggers do is they create content on interesting topics that are popular or that might get people to click. Example being Casey Neistat. Casey Neistat's, big vlogger, millions of subscribers. Everyone usually knows who he is as he's like one of the main vloggers on YouTube. If you go to his channel and look at the most popular videos, they're not just vlog titles. They're not just like my day at the park or we saw something. All of his like top 10, in his top videos, you'll find what it's like in a first class flight. That's an interesting topic. I wonder what it is like in this fancy first class flight. Or it's, try to think of some of his other titles that were up there. It's his documentary on bicycle lanes in New York City. And it has a very interesting thumbnail and title. Like that's the type of things, at the end of the day, the goal is to get people to click. So you'll have to experiment with that. How do I get more people to click on my videos? So take a look at your analytics. That's where I'd start and move on from there. Yeah. Also, guys, let me know if I'm talking too long on each question, if I should cut it down shorter. So I think I do blab a little too long. I just want to answer a question fully, but if I do blab too much, let me know. And I will cut my questions shorter. That way I can get probably more questions in.